Today's video, right, will be quite relevant to HDB upgraders, right? Because I think some of them will be asking what is the perfect timing strategy for HDB upgraders in 2026 lah. So this is a video that if you are thinking to upgrade from a HDB in 2026, please watch on.
So a bit of the disclaimer, everything we do, we say is based on our own opinion and our research. So if you are going to do and buy yourself, right, please do your own research and your due diligence. So now we are in 2026. Is it still a good time for HDB upgrader? Because now, I think the first thing is price went up a lot, right? Everyone say, wow, price expensive. We read news that another $1 million or $1 million HDB everywhere. So is it the right time? I think that's the most important.
I think on the ground also, we have been meeting a lot of HDB owners that ask us this question also because they are quite unsure. Hey, should I actually take action this year? What's going to happen? Because I think there's a lot of so-called news in the
news in the media.
The media,
how we see all this news, right? To make a smarter move lah, in a way lah. So you might be thinking lah, today price has gone up so much. The next thing you will say, is there a correction? Will a price fall? Or maybe will it go higher? Should I hold? I think this is something that I think most of the HDB owner wants to know lah.
Yeah.
And I think everyone is always waiting for the right time.
Yes.
We like to time the market.
We
want to sell high, buy low.
Yeah.
I think everyone wants it. Then also in terms of today, what are the upgrading options available in today's market? And also, I think most important is I think the interest rate has gone to a all-time low.
All-time low. Later we'll share with you
it's
more.
about 1.3, below 1.4 already.
Yeah.
So when interest rate low, should I do something? So it's like that, when interest rate high, people don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But interest rate low, telling them, should I do something?
Yeah.
Actually, you don't need to do one, but you also want to find out whether you should do or not.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah, so of course, right now, let's say you're following the news, right? There's actually a quiet shift that's happening now lah. What I mean by that, if you read the news, right, they say that HDB resale prices rose 2.9% in 2025 lah. But the key thing is actually the slowest growth since 2019. So actually this year is one of the slowest growth. And then if you look on the quarterly, right, you see there's if you look at the quarterly, right, you see, for example, in 2021 was 12%, 2022 10%, 2023 4.9%. But you see in 2024, that's right, 2024 is still 9.7%, but you see in 2025 it's only 2.9%. So you can see the price growth has actually so-called dropped lah, which means that the prices is it stabilizing? Yeah. So
and you can see the last quarter, right? We have reached the 0% mark.
Yeah,
the last quarter.
0% mark. So of course the key question is after this 0% mark, right, will it go higher? Will it go lower? This is something we will not know lah. But if we look at the so-called trend and the chart, right, which is the price index of HDB resale flats, okay, the last point that we looked when there was actually a dip, right, was in 2013. So we use that as a reference. So I don't know if you can see okay. Yeah, if you see, right, in 2013, actually the first quarter was 1.3%.
This time it was the peak of the property market at 2013.
Yes.
Then after that, there is certain cooling measures that came in. That's why we start to see the downtrend of the HDB market lah.
Yeah.
After COVID, right, actually the whole resale market actually rebounded very strong. So the next question that I think everyone will say that, how far will this growth continue?
Correct.
Then that's why our job is to not predict in a way, say price go up, go down, or stabilize. But our job is actually giving our clients a bit of clarity. And sometimes we see this type of trend, which is very concerning. For example, as you see, right, at 2013, right, at a peak, right, it was 1.3. You see over there. Then after that, right, it was 0.5. I mean, still growing lah. But after that, right, you see it went negative. So right now, we see something similar. But of course, we don't say that it might go negative.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
It's just that now we have reached the point of 0.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right, all of us, I tell you, at this point, when HDB price was going up, right, we don't really care because, we go up. Reach this point, then we reach this point, some people might think, maybe just a bit after that, it might go up again. But the thing is, we do not know, Yeah, but usually when we see the prices start to slow down, start to drop, what will happen? Actually, it slid down. So of course, we are not God. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, whether it's going to go down. But can I say our job today, right, is to advise our client, look at the HDB resale price index, it's 0.0% already. Should we actually look into doing something?
Yeah.
If let's say we want to protect our our price.
Correct.
Yeah. So of course, again, if you are watching this video, you will ask, so why is it so important for me to know this? And why is, it's just news, we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, but of course, on the ground, right, there are certain signs when prices start to slow down. So what are the signs? Okay, firstly, viewing start to slow down. Yeah, so back then, me and Matthew, during COVID, right, after COVID, right, when prices was running high, there was a lot of demand. I can tell you my viewings can be one time 20 viewer come.
Yeah, because resale demand at that point of time is very high because the new supply market, right, example the BTO, all these are not coming in. It's on pause. There's no new BTO launch.
Yes.
The construction also cannot make it in time.
Delay.
So delay.
Yeah.
People, no choice, have to go into resale. So there is a very strong demand.
Yes.
But currently now we see that in the ground, what dealer has said, right, that the viewing has slowed down. It's not like once we lease out, right, our phone will explode.
Yeah.
Unless the only time your phone will explode is you price it very low.
But not many sellers are willing to.
We are not doing that because you also want to sell at a very good price for sellers. So and is another thing also, buyer also hesitate because now of course of the news in global geometry, all these, there's a lot of things happening on there.
Yes.
And also right now the market is very confused. Although interest rate low, right? Later if I buy,
then
price drop out.
I buy and then
so also, and now buyers has a lot of choices. For example, it's not like today your listing up, the next day sold. Your listing up, maybe can still got 10 more listing, 20 listing there. So I myself, I can
take my time
to see
choose,
everything. So I can choose the best one because it's not like today the house come out and next day sold. It's not last time. Last time it's like that.
Yeah, they have to rush because if this one gone means
gone already.
Then the next one they have to do fast because they wait again.
Because it's after one or two failure of like you don't believe what the agent can tell you, or I have an offer, or you better offer, then they lose the unit, right? Then the third one he kanchong already. Sure kanchong one. It's like, wow, I don't offer. That's
like
why
it really happened.
That's where the price of the list, you can sell over the listed price. Or maybe there's cash over valuation. Because that time was a lot of bidding war.
Correct.
Right now, if you want to have a bidding war or you want to sell above cash over valuation, it really depends on the unit spec already. You have something that something money cannot buy. For example, the view. Very high floor, very good view, all these
location,
things. All these emotion aspects, I think, then you can really get COV. Because right now, buyers will say, if I want, why will I buy a COV unit if I can get something at the market price, then don't be so good a bit.
They will want to look at a few more and they also know the listing are also not being sold very fast. I got time to slowly go and shop, slowly go and see.
Yeah, last time no time to nego.
No time.
No time to send me your best offer.
Correct.
Now you can nego 2-3 days, all these things to get the middle ground so that both seller and buyers can agree Last time no time, now got time. Then as negotiation drag on, can I say that sometimes for seller that really want to sell, I think especially right now, there's a lot of clients that contact us, right? Sellers that contact us, right? Their video keys are coming already.
Yeah.
Then their timeline is very limited, so they need to sell at certain timeline.
Sell fast, they cannot collect the key.
So 1 month, 2 months cannot sell, maybe kanchong already,
Yeah.
Then they might be more receptive to another offer, an offer that come in. So that might result in a lower price point in terms of transaction. And this transaction is inside the resale portal, all these things, and all the buyers can see it. And buyers will use this low transaction to talk to us. Especially recently I got this case that a buyer came to my unit, right? Although my unit is a very high floor, but they just use the lowest price to offer. They say this is a very fair offer.
It's very common Buyers will use the lowest transacted prices. Seller will use the highest.
Correct.
Yeah, they all use whatever they want to use. But the key thing is we realize there's this trend where buyers are actually so-called I won't say lowball but they are offering lower prices than what most sellers are expecting.
Because now they got time.
They got time.
Because the unit
options.
won't like sell the next day unless it's a very fantastic unit, I think.
Yes.
Like you don't buy today, you know, you
confirm gone.
Because now it's like you go to the unit, you see this one, I still got a few more similar ones. Something like that. Why are the price modeling like that? What I say, right? During COVID, why the resale was so in demand is because government the HDB cannot keep up with the new supply. But right now, if you see the news, right, our minister is already tell you, right, there's only 55,000 BTO going to launch from 2025 to 2027.
Seven.
And now I noticed a trend, right? The launch itself, there won't be because now we got the standard, what's the
It's prime and
standard? Standard plus prime.
Standard plus prime, correct.
Yeah, I repeat. Right now, right, for every launch, right, we have the standard, plus, and prime. Definitely, every launch there will be some BTO that is very good location. Right? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Then people who really wants to buy a HDB at a good location and a very subsidized rate, right, will they wait to try luck?
Yeah, try.
This group that want to try already take away from the resale market. So today that's why resale is getting some pressure. For example, you see resale today, resale and BTO. BTO getting better in terms of location. Today as a buyer today, I got two choice. This one, resale is getting the pressure lah. That's why we are feeling like why is viewing getting lesser.
Yeah, we are facing this situation.
Why? Because BTO is really getting a lot of attention now.
Correct.
They are. I mean, see the upcoming one, the location. All got some very nice one. Then all the standard, all the plus and got MRT. Who don't want to stay near MRT?
Correct.
At a subsidized rate. This is the trend we see lah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, right, BTO actually who launched one?
HDB.
But HDB is under
Government.
basically prices, right? Government has certain policies, has certain things they have in mind. You know, firstly, HDB all along government has already been very clear is to keep it affordable. It's not for you to the price become 2-3 million, that kind of lah. So what is the government's real objective? Yeah, if you remember, there's this news that came out in last year June, right? You know, the government actually said that the wait-out period for private homeowners may be relaxed before 2027. Okay, so firstly, but again, we must understand why did we have this wait-out period in the first place? Okay, because back then without this wait-out period, right, there's a lot of private owners that choose to downgrade, or right size lah. Okay, so from they sold their private, they can actually enter the HDB, and most of them either they fully paid or they don't really take loan.
Or they cash rich. In the end of the day, when they buy a unit, right, they only cash COV because to them 50 to 100k COV, right, maybe they were okay to because it's something they want already, and they have made a lot of money from the private sector from the sale of the house.
Yes.
So that's why the government came in with this 15 months to kick away this group of buyer because a lot of HDB want to buy cannot buy.
Cannot. They will be outbidded.
They were all outbidded. Then it's like
Cannot.
So a lot of people when we buy a HDB we try to avoid COV but these are the group of people that sometimes they don't mind to pay a bit more to get something they want because this is maybe they are
right.
In a
so
way.
they don't mind like maybe a better location, pay a bit more because when you're on the older side, right, you want more convenience You want to go in a location where you feel that you're very comfortable in. You won't be like, you don't go to somewhere where you're not used to it because you want to have a good retirement.
Okay, so this measure is to kick out these people, right? So that the price will start to stabilize. So now, Adila, I ask you. Now government is actually thinking to relax this. So what do you think the government is thinking?
Okay, so now that the government are thinking to relax, can I say that actually I don't know but they might be feeling that the prices are now actually quite so-called affordable, quite stable. That's why they are thinking they want to relax it already. Because once they relax, it means what? It means there will be more private owners that are coming back in. Prices might actually start to go up a bit depending on the situation Okay, but if you read this article, you realize actually back then already, he mentioned there's going to be over 50,000 new flats to be launched. So the government is already planning already. Going to launch this so that even if they take out this weight out, but because of this 50,000, it can take away some demand. Because if they don't release and then they take out this weight out period, right, I tell you the prices is going to fly.
I think government
they plan
very sweet. You know why or not? Because can I say that once this remove, demand come in.
Yes.
So today I ask you one question. If I'm going to sell my HDB, should I wait for them?
Yeah.
But you think the government never think of them? Because right now, why gonna remove? Because you know there is a second pressure coming on for the HDB market. It's the MOP block people.
Yes.
So we can see from this article, there will be over 13,000 that's gonna MOP this year. So if they relax, right, plus all this consume all this supply, maybe the people who come from private and now also HDB owner. Correct. So there is enough supply in the HDB resale market. And also there is new supply for a BTO market.
Correct.
So it's not like a lot of people will ask me, I think I wait for
Yeah,
this thing, relax and sell lah.
Yeah.
But they won't anyhow relax and they have think
They
through.
already know.
They got data analysts, they know how many they are government, they know all the data. They have a lot of brains thinking what is the right move.
Yes.
Because the job for government, right, is to make HDB affordable.
Correct.
This is their value lah.
Yeah,
To
which
be
is a good thing lah, right? Because
Correct.
at the end of the day, we also don't want HDB prices to be going, like super high and all that. That people cannot afford.
Because they also know our medium income, all these things.
Yeah.
They know everything is well planned, like step by step.
Correct. So if you realize also, right, I mean, all these MOP, even the analysts, all those people that are researching all that, right, they say the supply will moderate the resale price growth. So there will be MOP, and all this will help to actually moderate the prices.
And all this will flood the market lah. And also sometimes when during MOP, right, people say the time to sell is when your flat reach 5 years but another thing that you have to also consider, right, is that when they come in, it's one whole chunk of people, one whole chunk of sellers selling together. That's also competition among each other. So sometimes you will still get a good price, but sometimes because some different seller got different expectation, different price point lah. So some will let go at this certain price, some people will let go at this one.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, right, I think this is what government wants also. They want competition. So that if the only one while your price is going to be sky high one.
Correct.
Yeah, but they know MOP, right? MOP actually helps to keep the competition. Then the price won't go up so high. Not say won't go up at all, but there's competition, they cannot price too high. Because there's a lot of selection to choose from.
So another question also, like people ask, then should wait for the MOP wave to move first. Like for example, if I do that on MOP cluster, right, I let them move first, right? Then after that I start to sell.
Okay, actually you ask all these questions, right? I one thing. Basically what you're trying to do, I try to time the market.
Yes.
Yeah, you try to time the market. Oh, I wait until...
I got all these questions. I got all these questions.
You can wait. I mean, no if you can wait for the BTO to everything finish, they relax the measure, everything. But the thing is, the key thing we must understand.
One thing we can know is, today, usually the peak time for a MOT block, when there's most demand, is when the MOP. There is a lot of people... How to say attention is over there.
Yeah.
But if you wait for this attention to be over, come already, you only one person put there, then you also got chance. You only one or it's like.
But at the end of the day, I think there's also a lot of factors, because it also depends your unit.
Yes.
Is it high floor? Is it facing? All these things. Your MOP, right? Where's the location?
Yeah.
Is there a lot of demand? Are you near school? There's so many factors.
So maybe that only your attention, right, from this cluster already no more. You go to the next MOP cluster already.
Yeah, correct. I'd rather go for the newer one. The one going to MOP also.
Yeah. So this is something that we think about. We cannot time.
Very hard to time one.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when we want to, what we do, right? In the end of the day, when we sell, right, we always look at it as a more holistic thing. Today, what we sell, right? What are we buying? What is our next plan?
Yeah.
Because I think that one is the most important. Today, if you are looking at investment, then we have to maybe be more sensitive in terms of our selling price. Because the longer we take to sell, of course, maybe to gain around 20 to 30,000 make for the peak of the peak.
Yeah.
But we lose out in the timeline because as investment property, right, maybe more expensive. Or maybe in terms of size, right, from a 3-bedroom, right, maybe you can buy only a 2+ study.
Yeah.
This will also cause you to maybe make certain choices over the selling. But if today you are just someone that I got no plan for my buying, in a way I first, then I buy.
Yeah.
I got place to stay, all these things, you don't need timeline. Then you can take a bit of time.
But again, right, I see a lot of people, they want to time the market, right? So let's say they manage to catch the peak, they sell high. Then they realize, buying also high. Then, okay, they got place to stay. Then they will say, let's wait for the price to drop. So you realize it's always for the price to go up, let's wait for the price to drop, let's wait. It's always waiting.
I think one thing we don't make a mistake. I think this is a mistake, really mistake. I mean, in my opinion, don't wait. You sell already. Don't do anything. Like don't buy anything or wait for the price to fall, then you buy all these things. I think it's very dangerous because I'd rather you don't sell. You know why? Because once you exit already, right? Then you wait for the price to fall.
Never fall.
Later the thing maybe take 2 years to you wait 2 years to never fall. You waste 2 years of the time. Then maybe as your existing flat maybe also grow because that thing go up your existing flat. So if you are waiting for thing to sell, then fall. I think don't do it because in the end of the day the risk is on you because what you do, right, is what happen if you sell at a peak, then you wait for 4, but never 4. He went up. Then you see your old cluster flat also went up.
Yeah. We must plan it both at that moment.
Yes.
Not I sell first, wait for buying, all these things. We plan to sell and then if we go to purchase so-called immediately, right? Is it the right time to do it? Or if it is favorable, we go away.
Yeah.
Of course, we won't get the 100% everything all aligned.
I heard story like someone wait for people wait for renting for 2 years,
For
never
prices,
buy anything. Wow. Then it's like you waste your rental, then your money don't know put where.
No, in the end, if the price really never drop, you will just go for it already. Go pian already. Unless you can wait 10 years or what.
Correct. Because in the end of the day, once you make this move, you see, for example, when you sell, right, then you look at your thing you want to buy is 1.2 million, for example. Then it become 1.4 million.
Wow, I think wait for it to drop again.
2 years and then I think, wow.
Cannot.
Because at 1.2 point, you're waiting for we dropped 1 million, never, but you went 1.4 ma.
Yeah.
So you tell yourself, I think wait for buy. Like like 1.2 then I buy. The mentality,
but cannot go back.
But suddenly the 1.2 never come then you become 1.6 Wow, I think 1.4 then I wait for you to 1.4 I realistic a bit but never. Then you wait. Wow, how many times already? You lose.
At the point of 1.6 I think maybe your mindset is like, okay, I'm not trying to pay lah, mo pian liao.
Then you pay 400k more, you know.
Correct.
So we always, I think there's always this good saying, buy to wait lah, not wait to buy lah.
Yeah. So of course, again, why does this matter to you? So that's not what we mentioned, right? I think we spoke a lot about it already. There's going to be all this hitting MOP. So again, when there is more sellers, more listing, buyers have more choices. When buyers have more choices, what happens to the price? It's not going to be, because the competition doesn't kill the prices lah. I'm not trying to say that prices will drop, but definitely the growth will slow.
Definitely, because everything is about supply and demand.
Correct.
If the supply is too up, even the demand is the same, right? It's still slow.
It's still slow down.
It's still slow down, But if today, if your demand and the supply then when price go up,
correct.
Which I think government don't want to do this kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah. It's just that COVID is not that natural lah.
COVID is a special situation.
Special situation because work
Correct. So of course, just now I think Matthew mentioned briefly about interest rates, right? So we also got to be about interest rates because for upgraders, I would say people who are looking to actually sell and buy all these things, right? They will also be looking at interest rate. Because interest rate is a very important part of buying a property. If interest rate is high, I tell you, your installment also quite check. So if you look at the changes, right, it actually fell to 1.16.
This is the float rate.
The SORA. In 1.16 as of 10 January 2022, it means this year just only. At the start of 2025, it was actually 2.78. In fact, a lot of people say 2.78 actually not too bad. But now it's already fall to 1.16. Actually, 1.16 is really quite low.
Plus, right now we still have the more. I think those people actually, it's not just about buying. If people you are on the bank loan thinking to refinance, I think now is the time to really think about it. To maybe look at your package. Now you can still enjoy a very low SORA float rate. Then after that, right, the mortgage board rate is still plus about. Now we still can get plus 0.25. So we make it about 1.39 depending on the quantity. Now I see it's got 1.4 lah, but your float, right, the main thing you still get the mortgage board rate is about 0.25 because in the end of the day, bank is still a business if they follow the interest rate, the float one then people all take they don't earn anything The only thing they can earn in stage, right, is to push up the mortgage board rate. So today if you buy something, right, if you can lock in 2 years 0.25, if the float really go and drop to below 1 your interest rate below 1 it will go below 1%, which can happen. But I think it's good to know that bank is also more flexible in terms of the package. There's one time conversion, right?
Again, very hard to time. Interest rate again, same thing. I wait for it to drop further. Normal.
That's why those who want the time, right, just take float rate first. Then after that, right, you sign a package that give you the flexibility to a one-time free conversion at any point of time. Or maybe 1 year after 1 year there are some packages.
You need
bankers. Let me know. We have
Okay. So again, we're trying to say, interest rates are low So you see from I mentioned 2.95 actually dropped all the way to 1.22, 1.16 is one of the lowest. So today, again, these are when people see this interest rate, they will think, actually it's a good time to go and buy. if they are thinking of buying lah, or should I go and swap and do all these kind of things. So again, of course, why rates matter? Okay, numbers is still one thing lah, right? Of course, everyone want a low interest rate, right? But at the end of the day, low interest rate, firstly, it help to improve the affordability because interest rate really affect monthly installment.
The more money installment, because right now, when the time COVID, our stress test to do our loan, right, to calculate is 3.5. Then when COVID came out, it went as high as almost 5%.
Yeah, 4%.
Then when last 1 year when it starts, when COVID, when the rate start to stabilize, right, it went to 4%. So this 4, 5, 3.5, actually all the higher it goes, means your loan quantum gets lesser.
Yeah.
Because
this MAS guideline.
that you in the event if the rate really high, you can still afford.
Yes.
That is the guideline rate. So now when it's dropping, right, it actually let you have more
It's got a bit more right?
more range, more loan more. They can buy bigger .
Yes. Yeah, then of course, the second thing is the monthly stress lah. Definitely, who wants to pay high installment every month? Nobody ma. If can, we want to save as much as we
And also when low interest rate means money goes to the principal rather than the interest to the bank . So badly you put more money into your house rather than paying the cost of loan.
Yeah. Of course, the third thing, it will widen your upgrade options. If you can take more loan, means you can buy so-called higher quantum if let's say you're looking certain kind of property. Yeah. So this is actually more important than just price. Today, right, actually everything we shared, right, we also realize this is actually the real perfect timing. Of course, perfect we put inverted because there's no such thing as perfect timing. But right now we do see an opportunity because at the end of the day, right, when we want to upgrade we should actually upgrade based on positioning and not prediction. Meaning we don't try to time the market. We don't predict, price will fall, so I faster take action, or price will go up, I faster take action, because we cannot predict one. We cannot so-called predict the peak lah.
Because when you do this, for me, I feel like it's like you big small, you want to put big.
Correct. But we must, of course, as homeowners, we want to position smartly lah.
Yes.
We don't want to take action at the wrong time . Yeah. So firstly, we must also see that the conditions are currently right now, seems to be quite favorable. Don't say 100%. Definitely there's some good and some bad one. But if it's overall you feel it's still a good time, then you should actually think of taking some action . Yeah, and of course, the number one key thing is still the financing . Today interest rate is low, I would say it's still a good time.
There are of good animals happening around, like low interest rate environment, and now has HDB gone to the peak of the peak. Maybe it's time to really consider to take the profit and upgrade something that is more profitable, or maybe upsize your house, all these things. But all these have to sit down and go through the options because if we will never know option unless we sit down and talk about it. Because different people got different criteria. Like different household got different setting. For some people, maybe 4-room flat, they go to a 5-room is enough already. They just want a bigger living space, or someone want to go for EA, or maybe some people just want to go from a 4-room to a 3-bedroom condo or 2-bedroom condo downsize. So different thing. But one thing is that's why I say when we do a consultation, right, it's more on like a holistic thing. Today, before we sell, we need to see if you really let go at this certain price, what are the options? If the option limited then relax a bit
Relax
because it's also gambling because later you sell you cannot buy homeless so
that's very
cannot. That in a way, so that we when our move is in terms of assurance, it's more assured. Like there's a lot of few options in there or they to push forward Because sometimes when we do calculation, right, when you see the buying, right, then they give me the criteria. Then I see the listing because they want certain area.
You will check
then we go only got 10 listing and 10 listing I think cannot because 10 listing we don't know whether got duplicate. Don't know sold already or not.
No, 10 listing is really too little. In fact, 10 listing we also don't find like what you say, duplicate. Then secondly, what is sold then sold, then no one else sell in the block
So we have to have maybe like 50 to 100 I think more safe. That means there's still supply.
The more
10 very hard.
10 a bit too scary.
Then if I see 10, then I will ask them to say, can we open up the range? For example, another area, so that we have a second choice, we have a third choice. Because in terms of once we sell the timeline, all these things a lot of things that we have to do within the timeline. I think we have shared in the timeline video also.
And we can't control, right? What are the listings coming on the market?
Yes.
We can't control. We don't know.
We can only secure you the perfect timeline, but whether the perfect timeline can help you find the place that you want is another.
Whether got the listing you want, that one another thing.
Correct.
If you want a Pacific cluster, I would say you have to be a bit more careful
So what I mean, what are the options, right? Right now you also see the private residential also slow down. You can see now it's also 3.4 and the last quarter is 0.7. So is this a time that we can actually sell at the peak and buy the low in terms of the private residential? This is something that we can also consider. You see, from 10, right? 8, 6, 3, 3.
Yeah.
It's a downwards trend.
Correct. So if you look at the percentage, 2021 is 10% is because of what? Like what it's actually just after COVID, where prices were actually climbing, but you see the market has actually started to moderate.
So definitely, government has done their work.
If they want to do, can do it one. They just do cooling measure, they can do a lot of things,
That's why all these things is to what? To make our sustainable in a way. They don't want to crash our market. Of course, there are certain time that maybe the price draw, all these things, right? But we know that based on the chart or the trend, right? As long we hold, our price will come out in a way.
It's an overall thing. Yeah. So of course this question, for those that are on the fence, but they got some intention, right? The question we want to ask, right? Will you rather sell before or after the competition increase? Yeah, because like what we mentioned, we're not going to go through so in depth. But the key thing, right, today if there's an opportunity, where you still have some demand, at least got some demand for your area, where the transaction is still a bit healthy, should you consider to actually take action? Or would you rather start to take action when buyers have a lot more choices? BTO, MOP, all kinds of choices. Yeah. So, if you're looking and thinking, right, then this is a question you need to ask yourself.
Yeah, so I think we have come to the end of the video. So if today, if you are of your property option, do just can contact us. Yeah. We are happy to share with you more. Then we have done all this research based on our own opinion. I think if you feel that you like our content, please like and subscribe. And once again, I'm Matthew.
I'm Dylan.
See you soon.